What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mite, actively escaping the Matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, man learns from history that man does not learn from history. In today's vid, we'll watch some of the biggest voices online who once dismissed Bitcoin. In a similar way, Bitcoiners dismiss Kaspa today. This compilation is a reminder that Kaspa is getting the same treatment Bitcoin once got and still gets today from influential voices. But remember, the criticism doesn't define where Kaspa is headed. Only time and adoption will. Stay tuned, Crypto Crew.
Dude, really? Still here? Come on, Kaspa smart contracts are live.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Crypto Crew, protect your crypto investments through self-custody. In our opinion, the best option for you is the Tangent wallet. Easy to use, plug and play, and the most affordable cold storage out there. You can get 10% off using code Crypto Crew, link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
If you had the money in a shoebox under your bed, we would tell you the exact same thing, to liquidate it and pay off your debt as fast as possible. It just gives us a little bit more joy when it's something as stupid as crypto to tell you to do it.
When is a world that Dave Ramsey would ever buy crypto?
I don't gamble much.
If it ever became a proven investment for you?
Well, it's not going to be a proven investment because it's a commodity, and commodities are never a proven investment. That's a problem. Commodities like gold or oil, I don't buy barrels of oil either.
Sure.
Because
blockchain.
Exactly, and I don't buy blockchain, and so I don't buy crypto. So it's a currency. I don't buy the yen, and I don't buy the Deutschmark.
Yeah.
You can invest in the Deutschmark or the yen. They're a proven currency. You could look at the track record and see what how that is done versus the USD, right, or the euro. I mean, you could
Sure.
It's a currency. It's crypto currency, but I don't invest in currency, so crypto's no exception. It's just the least appealing because it has the least track record of all of them today. Someday, though, it could have a long track record, and it could be much more legitimate than it is now. Right now, it's just all the cool kids doing stupid stuff, and it's maddening because people are using up their wealth building power that they could have actually become wealthy, and they get screwed over trying to be cool. You were a baby, and there was a thing that went around. People decided they were going to, instead of investing in cattle and pigs, they were going to buy emus, because emu meat was somewhat like ostrich meat. I mean, this is it's the same category for me. Okay. As crypto. I mean, it's just the same. It's just a fad and Beanie Babies. And so it's just because it's just something everybody's into and all the cool kids are talking about it, and it's dumber than crap.
If you go back and read the white paper from Bitcoin, it was supposed to be money, a peer-to-peer monetary system that people would use in transactions to purchase goods and services. But it doesn't actually work for that because it's so slow and so expensive, and it's volatile. So nobody uses it for the purpose it was created. Now, early on, it was used to some extent, and it didn't matter that the price was very volatile because, whenever you're laundering money, I mean, you're always going to lose a bunch. If you lose 20%, in the VIG because the guy that laundered your money charged you 20 points to clean it up, that was okay. So people didn't mind if they were, drug dealers were selling drugs for Bitcoin. If the Bitcoin went down 20 or 30%, it's okay. I still got 70% left, which is, pretty good. But now nobody does that. They just hold it, and all they do is trade it. And now you have ETFs that own it, and some companies have been going into debt to buy it, like Michael Saylor. I mean, that's one of the reasons that the price has not collapsed, is you got these big companies. Michael Saylor is borrowing $1 billion a week to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Does that Bitcoin generate any real income? No, it doesn't generate anything. He's just propping up the price by going into debt to buy more of it.
Now here's a different perspective from Elon Musk, sharing his take on how money is created in a conversation with Ted Cruz.
I mean, they're not totally wrong, but they're probably off by 5% or 10% in some cases. So I call a magic money computer any computer which can just make money out of thin air. That's magic money.
So how does that work?
It just issues payments.
And you said there's something like 11 of these computers at Treasury that are sending out trillions in payments?
They're mostly at Treasury. Some are, but there's some at HHS, some there's one or two at State, there's some at DOD. I think we found now 14 magic money computers.
14, okay.
They just send money out of Nothing.
I'm a Bitcoin maximalist.
Next, we dive into the Bitcoin community itself with Bitcoin Maxi VJ, who has invested into Kaspa most recently, and Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey discussing BTC's evolving purpose and the backlash some face for exploring new horizons like Kaspa.
Which technology would likely have better mass adoption, and which one would fulfill Satoshi's vision better of peer-to-peer electronic cash? And I just genuinely did not believe Bitcoin does that on layer 1 anymore. Layer 2 is no longer peer-to-peer, right? So that's where I think my biggest hang up is with the original mission. And people are like, oh, it's a store of value. It has to go through these phases. And I'm like, yeah, it does. But it also needs to be utilized. And it needs to be utilized on base layer, not layer 2.
If this ends up just being digital gold, I think it's failed. I don't think it has a life. If it ends up being a currency that people can use on a daily basis, then it's succeeded. You have to go back to the white paper. This is P2P electronic cash. We have not realized that yet. I'm not in it to create digital gold and watch a number go up. Like, I want to be able to use it. I want everyone in the world to not have to ask for permission to move money and to have to ask their bank whether they can deposit something or withdraw. If we don't achieve that, to me, it's a failed project and we should move on to something else.
You've gotten a lot of backlash from the Bitcoin community. So
yeah,
maybe
it's funny.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I have a handful of friends in real life too. I mean, in the Bitcoin community, I remember I was texting one of my friends in North Carolina. I'm like, bro, you got looking at Kaspa. The text he sent me was, "Are you hacked?" Because he knows the biggest Bitcoin maxi, and I've been telling him like, dude, you got to allocate more Bitcoin, get more Bitcoin. And then when I told him that, I'm like, no, it's actually really a phenomenal technology. He literally asked, "Are you hacked?" So I sent him a few resources, and he ended up allocating a little bit to Kaspa. But they're great people. I enjoy hanging out with them. Got beers with them a few times, and they're very hardcore Bitcoin maxis. And I could feel like I'm no longer part of that community. Even though I'm still in the group chat, like I'm just like not really in it because they follow me on X. I see, my posts. I see a handful of them unfollow me, which is fine. Like I don't actually care that much just because I've only met them a few times. I mean, again, great people, just don't necessarily believe the same things. It really does feel like a religion, which again, it's fine. Some people follow it. I do feel a spiritual connection with the sound money community. Is this when it comes to I'm right, you're wrong without any explanation? I think that's where my issue is. Like, I'm completely okay getting told that I'm wrong. In fact, that's what happened. The Kaspa community literally told me I was wrong. And I dismissed it. But then enough of them kept telling me, and I'm like, okay, fine, let me look into this. I'm like, oh, crap, you're right. Maybe I burned some bridges, but I think I'd opened up so many more opportunities. I mean, I had like 1,600 followers in the Bitcoin community. When I started getting to Kaspa, I tripled my followers. So it's like, yeah. And that's the net follower growth. So I lost hundreds of followers. I was looking at it. I'm like, wow, all these people unfollowed me. So many people muted me, blocked me, but still a positive net benefit of 3x that. And I'm still waiting for maxis to tell me where I'm wrong. And so that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'm okay to get told I'm wrong. So if someone's watching this, just tell me I'm wrong, where I am, so I could study it, because I'm always learning, right? It's I want people to tell me where the vulnerabilities are.
Finally, we turn to a true crypto veteran, Da Vinci Jeremy, aka the Bitcoin Whisperer, sharing his long-term outlook on Kaspa.
Bro, should I buy Kaspa for an 8-year hold? Yeah, I'm doing that. I don't know if you should, but I'm doing that. I am actually buying up Kaspa for a long-term hold. And you can see we're down a little bit, but if it drops below 15 cents, I'm a buyer. I'm buying and holding this for a long-term play. So I don't care if it goes down. It can come back all the way back down to 5 cents. It doesn't really matter. I'm not buying for the short-term gains that you guys are always looking for. The long-term valuation, now I don't agree with their development path, but that's okay. It doesn't mean that the coin is bad, right? Or horrible or anything. It's just we don't agree with how I don't agree how they're developing it. It doesn't mean that they're completely wrong. We just have a disagreement on that, and that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with the fact that I'm disagreeing with it. I think that everything else is really good. The technology is good, and who knows? We're going to see this thing because it's first out the gate. Right, and I think it will do extremely well. Others who copied their block DAG will probably do well as well.
Crypto Crew, history doesn't always repeat itself, but it does have a funny tendency to rhyme. What someone said about Bitcoin is similar to what some are saying about Kaspa today. Now, what do you think, Crypto Crew? Is Kaspa the next big evolution on the crypto ocean, or just another passing fad? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below.
But wait! There's more!
Now, before we end, quick shout out to our partners, Caleb and Brown. They've been in the crypto game for nearly a decade, guiding investors through the sometimes chaotic waters of this crypto ocean. From trading and securely holding assets like Kaspa and Bitcoin to smooth withdrawals with no hidden fees, Caleb and Brown delivers institutional level security with a personal 24/7 touch. So if you want calm, competent support to help steer your next bull run, check out Caleb and Brown in the description. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say aye.